Hi everyone, welcome back to Shining Empathy. My name is Joel, and this is your weekly reading for February 27th to March 5th, 2017. So this is actually falling on the same day as the new moon. I suspect there will be some correlations between the two readings, but they are usually foundationally different in how they're read, so but it'll be interesting to see what the crossovers are. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to brush on, so let's just get into the weekly reading. I decided to change back to the Angel Prayers cards by Kyle Gray. I really like these cards with the Wings of Freedom Angel spread that I use. I was using the Titans, Gods and Titans, I believe it's called, Oracle deck, which just had a lot of good masculine energy in it, which I was looking for. But it just didn't seem to really jive with the weekly spread that I've been using. So I'm going to just default back to these bad boys here. So I'm just going to set the intention that this is for anyone who is watching the video. They receive some messages about what's coming up this week, what do we need to know. Alright, and that's it. So let's just pan you down here. Just do it. Just throw it up there. Okay. So let's see what's happening in the physical area. All right, so there's a challenge around balance in the physical right now. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people who are sick right now. Some people who are actually dealing with more physical issues beyond just being sick. Panic attacks, heart issues. I know that a lot of stuff, from what I've talked to a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff going on in the heart right now, as far as the heart chakra kind of opening up. And with that, a lot of old stuff, which is literally has sunk so far down in vibration that it's sitting in the body. And as it moves, a lot of physical stuff comes up in the heart and lung area. So anyway, back to the card here. There is some issue around physical balance right now. So whatever that might be for you, maintaining some balance in the physical and in the body. The cards are basically saying that you need to trust your intuition, your gut feeling. Kind of listen for that voice kind of giving you that advice, because you are receiving that information intuitively right now about how to make better choices, how to bring that balance back in. So it's not usually something that's painfully obvious. It's usually those subtle things that are those kind of like markers that the universe, our intuition kind of leave for us. So just kind of be on the lookout and be listening for that guidance right now, as far as maintaining balance in the physical. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the mind. So transformation's happening right now in the mind. It means that we're thinking about things differently. We're perceiving things in a new way. Maybe we're even developing new thought patterns. But that can be a challenge. Maybe we're even trying to seek out those new thought patterns, and we've been stuck in negative thought patterns for a long time, and it's time to change. And we are changing, but it's never usually an easy process. I don't think for anyone it's easy. So with that challenge comes the reminder on how to get through that, which is unconditional love. I look at this as, especially in the mind, as sort of have compassion for yourself. And patience, and really look at yourself through the eyes of either a mother or, if you believe in angels, try to look at yourself through the eyes of an angel. Someone who has no judgment and would look at you with eyes of just utter and complete open compassion and unconditional love, and is just there supporting you. If you can look at yourself and your situation as you try and make these changes in the mind right now through the eyes of unconditional love, it's going to give you a huge advantage, I want to say. It's going to essentially allow you to just be easier on yourself. Because one of the problems with these negative thought patterns when we're trying to change them in our minds is we they have their own feedback loops that sort of almost like fail-safes that ensure that we come back to them. And one of those definitely is our judgment upon ourselves, our feeling that we're not making any progress, or the feeling of, when the word should comes up, well, we should be doing this, but we're not. It's just a lot of judgment, and like all that stuff is like a fail-safe that ensures that we fall right back into those negative thought patterns. So try and maintain that full-on compassion, patience, unconditional love with yourself right now, okay? And that's going to help with this transformation that you're seeking or are going through in the mind. Let's see what's going on in the heart, in the emotional arena. Okay, so as I suspected, there is stuff going on in the heart right now, and the cards are saying it's time to take a break, take a step back, gain new perspective. When take a step back comes up, I really feel like that's almost sometimes a literal take a step back, but in the emotional area, I feel like it's sort of, we really need more perspective, and we really just need to like kind of let go of any control or any kind of work that we're maybe even trying to do in the heart right now. The heart's asking us to just literally take a step back. We're having a hard time with that right now. The cards want us to know that the heart right now is going through a change and transition, that there is opening happening there, and as a result, it was what I sort of talked about earlier with the heart chakras all opening right now and all that stuff kind of coming up. I feel like we're sort of forced to take a break. Like if you have a lung infection or a heart condition that's surfaced recently, if you're having panic attacks, more anxiety, I feel like that's all just a lot of it can be your body just telling you like you need to just stop right now, and you need to just like take a breath and take a step back from whatever it is that you're doing. Kind of pay attention to me a little bit, but not necessarily like try and control it, but take a step back from everything that's contributing to it. It can just sometimes mean taking a step away from work, maybe something that you're obsessively focusing on. Whatever that is, it's the heart right now is asking you to take a step back, okay? And I know we can kind of get wrapped up in our commitments about things, things that we think we have major responsibility to, but let's be real. If we don't have a responsibility to ourselves and our health and our well-being, then what good are we to anyone and anything else that we commit ourselves to if we don't have that, okay? So try and keep that in mind when the universe and your heart right now are saying to just sort of take a step back for its needs right now, okay? Because the heart has some needs that need to be, like, these are things that need to be taken care of. And it is asking you, take a step back. So pay attention. And just bear in mind that you are going through change and transition there. Whatever it is that's going on, no matter how awful it might be for you, whatever it is that your unique experience is, however uncomfortable it might be, it will pass, okay? It's a transition period. So moving on, let's see what's happening in the realm of spirit. So the universe is throwing us synchronicity. Excuse me. We're not seeing it, though. I usually look for synchronicity I don't necessarily look for it. It sort of finds me in numbers. And I do try and pay attention to it. I try and pay attention to what I was thinking or feeling in that moment when those numbers grab my attention. Sometimes it even catches me in song lyrics. I'll be walking in the street and a song that I was singing in my head, suddenly I'll hear it on a radio as I'm walking by a store, and I couldn't possibly have heard it because I started singing that in my head 2 blocks earlier. But stuff like that, and like I try and pay attention to those things because those are definitely synchronistic signs from the universe. So the universe is trying to send us some of that right now, but we're not seeing it. We're not, maybe it's because we're distracted by other things, maybe we're not paying attention. And the advice of the cards right now from Spirit is just breath. Take time to breathe. take a step back and take time to breathe can be very similar in a way, because they're both very much a pause card. Take a moment, right? This could actually sometimes, maybe for some of you, mean that it's time for that getaway. It is time to literally get on a plane, go somewhere and have some vacay. Maybe that's where you guys are this week, which is going to do you some good. But for anyone else that isn't necessarily or can't, is unable to get away for that kind of vacation, for that kind of a timeout, just make sure you take some time for yourself personally. Like, actually take that personal time, set it aside, and say, this is time for me, and I'm going to use it to do this because this is what I want to do. Or maybe I just want to sit on the couch and have a nap, or watch some TV, or whatever. But however it is that you need to like take some time to breathe and unplug and relax and sort of get away from it all. Okay? And hopefully when you do that, it's going to be easier for you to see these synchronicities that the universe is throwing at you right now about your situation, your life, what's going on. Let's look at the last message from the angels. What do we need to know? The angels are asking us to really focus on how we shine our light, what it is that we are giving to the world right now. Given that the heart chakra is opening, that doesn't surprise me. That's sort of one of the places that we shine from the most, is when our hearts are open. That's one of the places where, when that center is open, people see us shine. It's just we radiate. So it's sort of like when a couple meets for the first time and people just see that glow about them. It's because one of the first centers that opens and connects with a new couple is the heart chakra. It opens and lights up, and those people just shine. So right now, spirit angels are asking us to really look at what gifts, what our gifts are, what our talents are, what our light is, and how we are sharing it with the world, and if we're even sharing it with the world. They're saying it's time. It's time to just to take that step, or do what you need to do to actually make that happen. Okay? Maybe you don't even know what that is yet, and it's just time to figure it out for yourself. But that can be a challenge for a lot of people who don't really know what their talents are, or what ways they share their gifts and their light with the world. That can be a lot. But the cards are definitely giving the green light to at least try and figure that out right now. All right. Get you back up there. So that was your weekly reading, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please go ahead and like the video. And if you haven't, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shining Empathy. You can also look me up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Shining Empathy. And until next time, love and light to all, everybody. Bye for now.